You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Stepping up a ring and onto the mic. Golden locks, throwing chains on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat down. Turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hand thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I rule tonight. Taking the mic, bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I roll tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the eve of Immortal XIII. I am your host, Lord Amadeus, the owner and CEO, and your host for tonight's RAWF After Hours. And it is going to be a happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's bring in my co-host. He is the one and only. He is El Vacant. Hola, El Vacant.
Hola, muchacho. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo?
How goes things for the preparations for the taco trucks tomorrow? Everything on schedule?
I'm so happy you asked. I'm so happy you asked because I'm glad to announce that every Immortal I try to have something special, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And if you recall, I told a certain dragon that if he retained his Platinum Dragon Championship, he would get a taco menu item. See,
you did.
So the timing was perfect. So starting tonight, as a soft launch outside right now in the trucks, I am announcing the newest menu item. It is the Queso Dragon Dorado. This would be the how you say it in English, cheese of the Golden Dragon. Right. And so it is a double layered beef and cheese burrito. But what makes it different is it comes with a side of dragon breath queso dipping sauce. Right. It is one of the hottest, spiciest, cheesy quesos we've ever come up with. And it's, there for the dipping. It's so good.
Oh, well, I'm not a spicy guy, so I may not be. I might just dip tiny finger in it.
Well, that's right. That's why we did it as a dip, right? So you can, like, you really like spicy, you just dunk it right in there. If you don't like a little bit of spicy, you just little dip. You don't want any spicy, no dip.
Okay, fair enough. All right, big program on hand tonight, and we're going to start with some big news came down from Sports Unstoppable this week, and we bring on the COO of Sports Unstoppable. Will, are you there?
I am. Oh, look at that! I got my own little art and everything. Look at that.
You do. You absolutely do. So, let's talk about the big news you announced just a few days ago.
Well, we're going to backpedal a little bit. Most of y'all know about this part, but we've been ever since we had the big closure, we've been doing a lot of things trying to be done with Facebook altogether. We did a GoFundMe to help. We personally put in a bunch of money to try and do a lot of work. So as players, hopefully you've seen a lot of the results of that. We've done a bunch of things already. including most recently we put in the in-game Wrestler Buck store and subscription store, so you no longer have to contact us through Messenger and wait for someone to see it and then get a PayPal invoice and then pay it and then wait for us to see that and then manually do it. And now it's literally you go in, boom, instantaneous. And same thing for like I said, the subscriptions now, instead of getting your PayPal invoice on the 1st and somewhere in the middle of the month, we give out everybody their, usually on the 14th, but it's usually right around there. It's depending on weekdays and things, but we would give out everybody's rewards. Now you can use a player, go in, you sign up for the one you want. For the levels that have options, you choose what option you want. And as soon as it clears, you get immediately that day, you get your rewards, and the following month, unless you tell it not to, it just automatically renews you, gives you your rewards. And you can go into the, and so people always ask, yes, you can go in and change what level you're at. You can suspend it. You have all the controls at your fingertips in game. You do not need to deal with us at all unless there's an issue. So we're very excited about that. But the big one that's coming next week is the one that we've been talking about for ages, which is finally getting us away from Facebook altogether. And next Tuesday, right now, unless something happens, hold on, pardon me, just got to knock on Bacon's skull there. Like, why am I taking strays? Why? Don't worry about it, big guy. All right. So as I was saying, so on Tuesday, we are going to be implementing the new login system. There is a scene in game kind of explaining it. I suggest everyone just take a quick read of it before we go, live. It is also posted on our Discord. So if you're having difficulties once it goes live, that you can find it there. If anyone has an issue, please direct them there. And again, if that doesn't work, direct them directly to me through Messenger or through Discord, and I will help them get in. But what will happen now is everyone will create a new master account with this new system. That master account will require you to go in, make a new account with a email and password, and then it has to be an email you have access to, because it's going to then send you an email to verify. Once you create that, the master account is created. That will then, when you log back in, it will bring you to a page where you can attach your existing characters to that account. So we'll use you, Lord Amadeus, as an example. You log in, you go, hi, my email is joeblow@gmail.com, right? And here's my new password. You submit it, it sends you the verification, you verify. Now you have an account. You log into it, there'll be a button. There's pictures in the explanation in the scene and everything. You'll click, connect my Facebook account. It'll ask you, it'll do one of two things. If you aren't already logged into that character, it'll ask you to log in your Facebook login, like you would normally have to do for the game, right? And it'll say, oh, you're Lord Amadeus. Is that the character you wanted to attach? And you say yes. Then, so from that point forward, when you come to app.wrestlerunstoppable.com, you will go to your login page and it will say the wrestler, Lord Amadeus, and there'll be a play button next to it. So say you had an alt. You could then go in and go, I'm going to attach my alt to that character. So then when you went to the page, you could be like, it'll have both the names of both of them with a play button after it. And you can just add however many alts you have to your master account and make life so much easier for everyone involved. And what we are hoping this means, and again, this is, I see no reason this shouldn't work, but I don't want to make any promises until it is tested, and we cannot test this until it goes live. But over the years, we have what we like to refer to as orphaned accounts, which is, hey, there's a character in game, but no one can get into it because the Facebook account is locked or gone or whatever from Facebook side. So what we should be able to do, and we'll be testing as soon as it goes live, we'll be testing it with one of my characters, because now I've always kind of never pointed this out, but now it doesn't matter. I can tell people. A bunch of years ago, a bad actor decided that the way to be a real pain in the butt to us as management was they got the account that Griffith is attached to banned from Facebook. So trying to get me to lose the character. I mean, that was silly. I own the game. I have access. But I haven't been able to log into that character the normal way for 5 or 6 years. So I will be attaching that to my master account so that I don't have to go through the weird system to do it anymore. So say, I'm trying to think who, I don't want to out anybody, but so if say I go use LA as an example again, say he had an alt years ago that lost the account. He could come to us and say, hey, RAWF Jobber 17 was my character. I can prove it was my character, but I can't get to it anymore. And then we can manually attach it to your master account, and then you'd be able to get access to it again. So we're very looking forward to that. Again, that one's, we believe we're going to be able to do it, but it will not be immediately on day one. It'll probably be the week after, because we want to make sure that nothing else broke before we go messing with that. Yeah, so we're pretty happy about that. A couple other minor things. I just want to point out that we still are doing you can purchase in-game art for the store. As long as it's not copyrighted material, it can be for your own personal character. It can be for your stable. It can be for your company. It can be for somebody else if you want. It doesn't really matter. Those purchases still have to go through the old system. There's no way for us to automate that in game because we have to approve the art. We have to physically see it. So that still goes through the old system of going through Messenger and talking to me directly on that. I will let you know that we are probably not next week, but the week after is when we're going to submit the ones we have currently to be added to game. So if you don't want to, be in limbo about how long it will take, if you put it in the next week, it won't take you more than a week and a half to get your item. So yay that. And also lastly, we are, as we do every year, we're doing the spring/Easter sale currently, which you can deal with in game. If you go into the shop, you will see the sale options in there. And it's a 25% bonus to any wrestler package you pick up. I think that's anything. Was there anyone have any questions out in the peanut gallery?
Real quick, we'll give you a couple minutes to shoot any questions you want to Will.
Yeah. In fact, I was talking, so I wasn't looking. If anyone has any questions, please repeat them. I don't see any.
But at any rate, question. So when you say you can attach characters, like, I'm not saying that I do or that I ever have, but say I was somebody who had several different alts. Is there any limit to how many characters one account can have?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all. Our theory is it was pointless to do that because we know for a fact what the players would do is just make a second master account and attach characters to that one. Reality guys suggested that we just hey, use the one master account. It makes life easier for everybody.
And will there be a way to create new characters and have them attached?
Yes.
Okay.
In the art that is in the scene, there's a thing that actually shows my master account page. So you'll see in there that says Will CO as the character you can join. But now I want to say in that scene, in that picture, it does have a thing about purchasing extra slots. That will not be there when we go live. It was something that was a mock-up. The devs thought that was something we were going to want to charge for. I immediately said, we're not charging for that. It's gone. Don't worry about it. Ignore that piece. The devs put it in there trying to be helpful. But underneath that, you'll see a thing which is just create a wrestler, and that brings you to the new wrestler build.
Destroyer asked, someone asked her, does everyone know who the alts are then?
No.
Can they see who the manager?
No one can see your master page but you and us.
Okay. But you can see who the alts are.
Right, but I mean, people
That's
think I don't
fair.
know who people's alts are, and I kind of do. I know.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And that was a good question. Some people.
And Chris asked a completely off the wall question that he has asked me personally. But Chris, I am still talking to the person who does the art for the shirts to see if he thinks he can do face paints and tattoos and stuff like that. And if he does, then we will add that to the things that people can purchase. Right now, with shirts. We are also trying to figure out if we can do anything for shorts or pants or stuff like that. The problem is that there's so many different designs and styles of those that it's shirts are easy. They're all basically built off the same premise of chest. So the weirder the body part is, the harder it is for us to just make a layover that works for lots of different things. Face paint should be doable. but I don't want to speak to the for the artist until I speak to the artist.
Right. Okay, cool. Two more quick questions, and then we'll move on. Maeve asked, "Is there a requirement to do the master account?"
Yes. If you don't,
Okay.
you will make. If you don't, you will eventually not be able to get in the game.
All right.
Because
And
we're doing it as a soft launch. So a soft launch. So initially, you will be able to get in just by going through Facebook like you always have. But there will become a point where you won't be able to. And the reason we're doing it as a soft launch is that we want to make sure that if someone hasn't been playing and tries to come back, that it kicks them over to the new system. A question I get a lot, and I guess it's because some people still just use the link in Facebook. So you won't be able to just click the game link in Facebook anymore. That probably won't work. It'll probably go away. I mean, it might not if Facebook is slow, but I know for a fact Facebook is getting rid of their entire gaming system, so it probably will go away. But right now, if you go to game, you notice that all of the addresses are app.wrestleronstoppable.com. That is not changing. That is not a Facebook address. That is where we host the game. If you go to that, it will never change. So you will just link that, save that, or just remember to type it in. That will be how you'll get the game from now on. The other places you can go is we will be maintaining our Facebook page, so people can talk to us and we can make announcements and stuff like that. There is a link on our Facebook page to the game. We also have WrestlerUnstoppable.rocks, and you can get to the game through there. If you go to there, you can click it. It says like create a character because the page was meant originally for drumming up new stuff. But if you click that button, it just brings you to game, and if you have a character, it'll give you your character. So there are multiple ways to, you're not, for the people who keep asking like, oh, how will we get the game if we can't come through Facebook? Just the same way you get to any other website, just type it in.
And Destroyer asked, can someone create an alt with a new email via Facebook?
Via Facebook? I'm not sure what that means. I mean, we're not, until we turn off Facebook, you will be able to make a new alt account in Facebook like you've always been able to do, but you're eventually going to need to attach it to your master account.
All right. I think that's what the question was. If people can still make characters before that all starts up. So, all right. In case it's not, she can message you and ask you in more description. But thank you for your time, Will. I hate to hurry you off, but we do have a lot.
You got a show to run, and I'm rambling.
All right. I appreciate your time. It's huge, ladies and gentlemen. We are separating from Facebook this coming Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing how that works out, and certainly a huge step towards getting.
I do want to point out one thing I forgot to mention because I think it's important. So in the subscriptions, with the new subscription system, we added a new benefit, and that benefit is that at each level of it, there are multiple levels. At each level, you get extra bag space in your bag of tricks, so you can actually hold more bot items while your subscription is active.
Yeah, what?
That is a new feature.
I didn't actually realize that I got I actually had extra bag spaces. I've been on subscribers since toward the beginning of the year. I'm like,
well, it's new. That is a new thing for in game. We added that as hey, move over from the manual system and you get a cool new thing.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. I'm liking where all of this is going, and I think most people are as well. So keep up the good work, Will, and the people you got working on it, and can't wait to see what happens come Tuesday when the new login system goes soft.
Wildy, I'm suspecting you're just having bad luck because I did my training partners about 2 hours ago, and I got stuff from my bag. But if a bunch of people start telling me, I will look into it and see if something's going on. Oh, and we haven't, even though we did bring training partners back, which is one of the things we've done since the return of that we put the effort into. We have not started charging for the bots in the store yet. Well, eventually that's going to get a price back to it, but we've been leaving that alone for now until people get used to the training partners being back.
Yeah. And I love the training. I love the fact that now my training partners are all people I want on there rather than people I had to have to start.
And if anyone hears this, like if anyone is say, oh, I'm stuck at 23 or whatever, what we're finding is the few people who've had that issue, what we're finding is they've been trying to hook up with someone who is full, and it's for some reason just not giving them the message that, hey, that person's full. So basically try with someone else and it'll probably result. If it doesn't, have them contact me directly in game to Will COO, and I will get it fixed for them.
All right. Thank you very much, Will. Appreciate your time.
I'm going to run away now because people are going to ask questions. I'm going to keep answering them.
Yep, exactly. If you have any further questions for Will, you can always message him in Unstoppable, or if you're in the WU Discord, post your message in the certain chats that are specified for that. All right. Thank you, Will. Next up, we need to get to some GM reports. And I will bring on the Paragon of Greatness real quick. Ultimate Gauntlet Report, Paragon.
We do have a report, and it very well is coming down to the wire here. Last we checked, Denzel the Giant had started up his Ultimate Gauntlet run by defeating Sai in his first victory. He would go on to a second match, taking on Chev, barely escaping Chev, but winning the second match, going on to a third match with Jigs. Denzel the Giant picks up that win. That puts him at 3. Denzel the Giant now goes up against DW in another tightly contested match. Denzel the Giant picks up that win, picking up a 4th consecutive win in the Ultimate Gauntlet, putting him 1 away from earning an Ultimate Gauntlet championship match. And that match, currently ongoing with the Joker Mark Caliber, is very, very nearly finished, as Denzel the Giant has already attempted to pin Mark Caliber. Mark Caliber was able to escape, but right now Mark Caliber is very much on the ropes. Denzel the Giant looks like he is all but got it sealed up to earn an Ultimate Gauntlet championship match in the very near future.
All right. I mean, and it's your call when that happens. If that happens before Immortal goes live tomorrow, it is your call whether that match happens at Immortal or the following Superstars. All right, I'll let you make that call. I can easily throw that graphic up, make that graphic, throw it together, certainly. And Immortal 13, biggest show of the year. Why not?
Chop, Mark, come on, move.
Hey, if I were Mark, I would be avoiding that move. I don't want to get squashed by a giant.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
But look, that's just avoiding the inevitable, right? I mean, come on.
Right. So at any rate, that is your Ultimate Gauntlet report, ladies and gentlemen. Denzel just inches away from being the next challenger to the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship. Next up, the lovely Maeve O'Hare has something to report for us. Maeve?
That I do. Congratulations to our first ever 3-time Bridget winner. English went out and made history once again, so congratulations to him. And thank you to everyone who participated in the Bridget tourney. I'm always happy to see everyone turn out for it. We had a really good turnout this year. And congratulations to English, who is going to be insufferable for the next year about this.
Wait. How many Bridget tourneys have we had now? Do you know?
6. This was the
6. And he's won half
of them, yeah.
Oh, well.
And every other, actually, what I think is funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
That's the other funny thing, is apparently he only wins on even years. So if you want to win, next year's your year, apparently.
Uh-huh. Well, and interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Maeve. Speaking of Griffith, you have an RFC report for us?
I do. RFC round 1 is live and going, and we've got one of the largest turnouts we've had in a while. I actually had to make the sign up larger so I could deal with the people who were a little late. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to remind people that there is a limited move set, and please read them. I've already had 3 matches where I've had to kind of remind people. And only one of those people is not new. So, I appreciate all the new people, but please read the rules. I'm being a little lenient on the first round, but as the rounds go on, I will be much less so. And I cannot stress enough, because apparently people, again, they don't read. I cannot stress how important the RP part of that tournament is. You will not be in contention if you're not RPing.
All right. Thank you, Griff. Appreciate it. Next up, I got the tags report here, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, signups for the next season of tags are underway. They will end tomorrow night after the Immortal pay-per-view show. We will be live tomorrow night for Immortal. But after the pay-per-view show is over, signups for tags, the new season of tags will be over. Also, we had tag rankings come out just a day or two ago, and here were the top 10 teams. You had number 10, Vegan Country. At number 9, Dork Mates for Life. Number 8 was Hotness Overload. Number 7, Forsaken Zone. Number 6 was the Royal Pains. Number 5, the Cage Shakers. At number 4, the Miserable Effers. At number 3, Collision Course. At number 2, the current tag team champions, Spice and Flame, almost got to choose their own opponents for Immortal, but unfortunately for them, Swords and Scimitars won the season and will challenge tomorrow at Immortal 13 for the tag team titles. So congratulations to Swords and Scimitars. We'll talk more about that a little bit later in the program. But already signups for tags are hot and heavy, and I think for the first time this season, we're going to have at least 3 Hall of Fame tag teams in there. Swords and Scimitars are already in. The return of Hotness, as Deez and Tigress have decided to reunite in the tag scene and go for the gold one more time. And of course, Dungeons and Dragons, Paragon, and Knox Boogie will also be in there. But I have a feeling this next tag season is going to be. This past one was incredibly competitive. The next one's going to be is going to be even more so, and I can't wait to see how all of that plays out. And let's see here, Enigma.
What? Hi.
Anything you like? Anything from Arcana Clash you want to report before?
Yes. So Arcana Clash, it's been a mother of God, not enough Starfield. It's been a fantastic first 10 rounds. Their seasons rather. I'd like to thank you once again, Amadeus, for letting me do this division. Going forward, starting with the next season, there will be a slight restructuring to further help differentiate it from just being a Hatfield and McCoy knockoff. So keep an eye out for that. I'm probably going to keep the idea of a 20-person sign-up to align with the visual aesthetics of the Arcana cards. But I'm going to try and give it a little more special, a little bit of spice, you know what I mean? So keep an eye out for that. Sign-ups hopefully within a week or two.
All right, and of course, with Immortal 13 happening tomorrow as part of the Glory Festival, and it is day 5 of it, we will be headlining the Glory Festival with our Immortal title matches tomorrow. It's a great honor, great privilege, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Talk to me. How's the Glory Festival going for you so far?
It is going fantastic. There's no way to phrase it with enough thanks, but I would just like to thank you for being a part of Glory Festival. The last couple years I tried to get y'all on board, it just didn't line up. But as soon as I heard that A, you were going to be involved, and B, involved in such a big way, I was ecstatic. It's been real fun. I've seen a lot of great matches go down. The company participation has been wonderful, from matches to tournaments. The hardest part is the travel. I had to go from Michigan to Chicago now. Just this morning, I had to take essentially a red eye from St. Louis to here in Las Vegas for tomorrow. I am doing my best, but it has been fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. Glory Fest, baby!
I tell you what, I've been watching the first few days. I've been taking a look at that, and my gosh, the companies have been stepping up, and I'm already like, oh damn, I'm going to have to come in tomorrow and do something really good for us. But I can't wait for tomorrow's Glory Festival as part of Immortal 13, or I suppose you'd say Immortal 13 as part of the Glory Festival. RAWF will be there. All right, thank you, Enigma. We'll bring you back in just a little while, but we got more to talk about, as you know. I do believe that is. Oh no, I take that back. And I need to update everybody on Cougs' divisions, the high voltage, invitational, and anything goes. Anything goes round 2 has started. Because Flash as Fuck has left the company, evening out round 2 match. Round 2 is submission match. Normal wrestling moves apply, but you must use a hold move on your opponent before the pin. Remember to wait for match tips to be posted in the match or read them in scene prior to your first move. Any questions, please do not hesitate to contact Cougs. She will do her best to clear them up for you. As far as High Voltage 2026 Season 1, Extreme Enigma, DW, Iceman Jer, and Natalia Nitro all retained their spots from the last season. Joining them this season are the True Badass Billy, Wildfire, Claymore the Good Man, and Big Papa. Those matches will be dropping within the next 24 to 48 hours. That from the First Lady of Anarchy, the Cougar, the GM of those 2 divisions. All right, El Vacant, sir.
See?
It is now time for you to update everybody on the rankings as they currently stand. If
Oh, I
you
can do
would.
that. All right, hold on. Let me get a little drinky poo before I start here. Yeah, it's good. All right, everybody. This is 9 out of 12 matches. You know how that works with math, right? 9 out of 12, meaning 3 matches left. One of those matches will obviously be your match at Immortal. All right, here we go. Currently in 25th place, we have DVT. In 24th place, we have Kento. He kind of dropped. In 23rd place, we have, oh, look at that, clickety clack. It's a hobo attack. In 22nd place, we have Destroyer. In 21st place, we have Claymore. In 20th place, we have Minifee. In 19th place, we have, oh, hi, Maeve. I see you out there. You're in 19th. In 18th place, we have Fusion Skull. Really? Okay. It's Fusion Skull. In 17th place, we have Faith Dunkarino. Still fun to say. In 16th place, we have the Diesel Warrior. In 15th place, we have Chev. In 14th place, we have the extra points winner, which is weird that the extra points winner is that far down, but the extra points winner, the Iceman Jer. In 13th place, we have Michael Brewer. In 12th place, we have Luke Cage. In 11th place, we have our current new homeowner out there, Wildfire, which brings us to the current top 10. Again, remember, this isn't final, so you can't make any, challenges or anything about this, but currently in the top 10. In 10th place, we have Denzel the Giant. In 9th place, we have Paragon of Greatness. In 8th place, we have Simply the Best. In 7th place, we have Hot Shot Chaz. That's just a fun name. In 6th place, we have the Extreme Enigma. In 5th place, climbing up those ranks since he's returned, Blake motherfucking Bradley. In 4th place, Chris Cage. In 3rd place, oh, look at that. In 3rd place, Joe Boo. In 2nd place, our current world champion, Teflon Sheik. And in 1st place, our potentially next world champion, Killa Neptune.
Very interesting how that looks. It's very much different from the ones you read last week.
It is. That is a lot of movement.
There was a lot of movement. Some people dropped. Some people rose up. Some people disappeared completely. But it is still just 3/4 of the way. 3 matches left, including tomorrow's Immortal 13. And very interesting that the top 2 are in the main event at Immortal 13. So one of them.
I suspect that means the outcome of that match will take one of them out of those spots.
You would think.
I mean, it depends. God knows what the point leads are, but
right, we don't know. I'll be frank with you though. All of the point totals are extremely close. As a matter of fact, Killa and Teflon Sheik both have the same amount of points. But because Killa is undefeated at 9-0 and Sheik is 7-2, is the reason he's number 1 over Sheik. And
that's how it works.
The points total are extremely close. You've got 2, 3, 4, no more than a 5-point difference between anybody in the top 10 right now. So,
I mean, that means with 3 matches left, that that could be completely shuffled by the end.
Oh, absolutely. This is nowhere near close to being, yeah,
Nothing is written in sandstone.
nothing. It is extremely close. It's going to go down to tomorrow's Immortal, no doubt about it. But let's take a look here. I meant to bring this up and show everybody. There you go. That's what we've got. 9 of 12. And yeah, Kill It Neptune, Teflon Sheik, Jobu, Chris Cage, and quite frankly, anybody in that top 10 could end up number one, as close as the points are.
Wow.
That's just the truth of it right now. The points are that close. We could see anybody can jump up there, given what happens in those last three matches of the season. Yet, that is exact where we stand. 9 of 12 matches into the season. All right, time to get to the big stuff now. El Vacant. It is Immortal 13 going live tomorrow here at SoFi Stadium in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. It is going to be the biggest happening of the year. Let's take a look at what we've got here as far as matches. First, we've got the Stadium Stampede. Ken Costa, Kenta, Denzel the Giant, and Chev taking on Mark Caliber, Cyanide Harvey, Andy Price, and Joey A. And of course, the Murder is Mark Caliber's group, and I know I have the name for Ken Costa's group on the tip of my tongue, and I just can't remember. He'll tell me in just a little bit.
Isn't it Absolute Destruction?
Thank you. Absolute Destruction will be taking on the Murder in a Stadium Stampede match. Goodness. Then we have the Spectral Tides rules match between the Joker Mark Caliber and the Pirate King, the Soul Reaper. Thoughts real quick?
I still don't understand the rules.
It's basically a street fight. Let's just face it. I mean, anything goes. It is what it is. It's got quite a bit of stuff going on there. All right. We've got this one new this week, a Francophone match between two lovely French Canadians and Miss Beautiful and Minifee. The loser can only speak French for a while after
I thought you said they were Quebecois.
Say what?
I thought you said they were French Canadian.
Aren't they?
No, but you said they'd have to speak French. They'd have to learn it.
Oh, wow.
They speak Quebecois. They don't speak French.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Menifee. I had a feeling Menifee would have an issue with that. But yeah.
I've been to both. Let me tell you. You take a person out of Paris and stick them in Montreal, and they will not know what the hell is being said.
Okay. Well, at any rate, I misspelled Francophone. I apologize.
It is also not how you spell Francophone. I was letting that go because you're blonde.
I will fix that. Thank you for letting me know, I will have to fix that before tomorrow. Supernova Starfuel Mayhem match. Yeah, okay. Extreme Enigma and Hotshot Jazz, and this one's gonna get this one could get ugly. It's already ugly. Don't you think?
I think this is going to be a great match, right? Like I think these two are. It's going to be a real good match. I honestly don't know who to pick here. I feel like I'm leaning towards Hotshot, but I know that's because I'm kind of biased because I do business with Hotshot. You know, like I make money off of his hot sauce. Like I'm a little biased, but right now, I think Enigma's having a better run in the ring. So who knows?
Sorry, I was distracted with Miss B talking French out there.
Quebecois.
What'd you say?
I said it's a coin flip. I'm kind of leaning towards Hotshot, but on paper, Enigma's having a better season, a better period. So there's a good reason to say him.
All right. Next up, we have the high voltage steel cage match between the Immortal Griffith and Psy. Uh, I mean, that was going to be interesting. I have a feeling.
It's going to be painful, probably.
It's going to be painful for definitely for Psy, if not Griff. But yeah, I think Psy's been asking for this for quite a while. Just saying. I don't mean the match. I just mean the fact that she's been ragging on Griff for months, and we just
For
it
no
is what it
apparent reason.
for no apparent reason. But you know, it is what it is.
That's okay. She rags on me too for no apparent reason, even though I was like one of her biggest supporters when she was having the win streak. But hey, it is what it is.
At any rate, that should be a great match. The Asylum match between Redneck Avenger and the Platinum King Jobu. That'll be a good one. Jobu had called out for a match against an RAWF Hall of Famer. It was answered by RA, and so it's going to be a great one there for certain. And next up, we still do not know. Speaking of this, we've got two mysterious attackers that are apparently going to reveal themselves tomorrow. One from Blake Bradley back at Philadelphia Freedom last year, and then one from earlier this year on Luke Cage. Both those people, one of them will actually be facing Blake Bradley. His attacker, whoever that was, will appear. We just do not know at this time who that person is. And Luke Cage is also expecting an attacker to show their ugly head tomorrow at Immortal 13, although it will not be who Luke Cage faces, from what I'm understanding. That person is just going to show their face sometime at some point. So, we can't really say, is Blake going to beat whoever it is? Because we don't know who it is. But what are your thoughts about this whole situation?
Look, I'm half expecting him to come out there and wrestle like a blow-up doll, like they do in the indies sometime, and just put on like a technical masterpiece with a not real wrestler just to prove he can do it.
That would be interesting.
That would be funny as shit, is what it would be.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. Whoever it is that attacked Blake back last year.
I mean, Reality Guy says if someone in RAW was going to do that, it would be DVT, but still.
Yeah, fair enough. Champions Choice Championship, Aaron McFadden defending against Claymore. Claymore can use only hold moves, cannot use defense, and Aaron can do whatever he wants. So that should be a great one. Claymore, there's an outside shot.
Look, this is probably one of the best shots Aaron has given anyone in a long time. But Claymore, not exactly known for being a submission wrestler.
That's true, but Claymore is extremely cagey and canny. So we will see.
Very versatile.
Yeah. So I don't totally discount Claymore on this one. I really don't.
Mark, go do your match. Go with Denzel. Go.
Arcana Class Championship, it will be Destroyer defending against the Platinum King, Jobu. Thoughts on this one?
I think I'm going with Destroyer on this one. I mean, Jobu's having a really good season, though. He's in third right now?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Destroyer's even on the top 25 right now. Or is she?
She is.
She is. You're right. No, you're right. I couldn't remember if I said her name. So but she ain't third. But I think Champion's Advantage is going to pull her through.
That should be a really good one, as will this next match for the Hatfield and McCoy Championship, as Denzel the Giant will defend against Killa Neptune. Killa's one of 3 title matches tomorrow night. Thoughts?
Denzel is going against a guy that we all have our hopes and dreams pinned to for winning the world title that night. So all I'm going to ask is, Denzel, please don't hurt him. Don't break anything. Let him let him get the title, please. But that being said, if Denzel wins this, if Denzel beats Killa in this match, I think that shows that he is good enough to be in that world contender position. I think we'll see it sooner rather than later. All right, now we're just waiting on Denzel. Mark moved. Did I lose you? You good?
Just give me a second. All right. Next up. Powerball Championship. Teflon Sheik defends against the Paragon of Greatness. This is one of Teflon Sheik's 4 title matches tomorrow night. For me, Paragon's the heavy favorite here.
I think he's a heavy favorite, and I think he's going to be doing his best to soften Sheik up for his brother.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. It is one, and Sheik is in four freaking title matches tomorrow. So no matter what you say about the Sheik, he knows how to get himself in position in the biggest show of the year, and he certainly did that. So my hat's off to him. Or if I wore what Kaifa, is that how they pronounce it?
I'm sorry, say that again. What?
Was that thing on his head? And it Kaifa, something.
The Captain?
That too. All right. Estrogen Championship. Destroyer defending against Kicker. Kicker looking to win her first RAWF Gold Championship here. I know Kicker's been around a long time. I know Kicker is a tough individual, but I haven't seen that so much here in RAWF. But she did win the Biatch of the Month tournament. Give her that. What are your thoughts here? Does Destroyer have it easy with Kicker tomorrow, or does Kicker surprise us?
Easy, but I do think she wins.
What's that? Destroyer?
I don't think Destroyer has it easy, but I do think she wins.
Nah. I think Destroyer the heavy favorite here, but Kicker. Unless Kicker has a second gear, I don't know about. We're gonna see, and it's still tomorrow, but could be. Men's Championship. This is a good one. Claymore, Blake Bradley. Your thoughts?
I think Blake has some unresolved issues with Claymore, and I think we're going to see them get resolved in that ring. I'll be honest, I don't know who wins this match. Because of recent success rates, I guess I will say, how they've been doing this last several weeks. I think I'm going to lean towards Blake.
I kind of too, just because I know Claymore. Claymore is in 3 title matches tonight and tomorrow, including the tag team championship. So I do say Blake has the advantage here, but we shall see. Everything is multimedia championship. Kenta, Michael Brewer, and of course these two go back a long ways. They have a lot of history to each other. Kenta, of course, also has another match later in the evening. Your thoughts, Kenta and Michael Brewer?
This is no disrespect to Brewer. I think he's very good. I'm going to go with Kenta because Kenta is on fire right now.
I don't disagree, but at the same time, Brewer...
And it's better for my taco truck sales if he wins.
I'm starting to see, Brewer is taking some time getting back into form. When Michael Brewer was at his best back in the day, he was nearly invincible, and that's the truth. But I'm starting to see more and more of that as we go on. Brewer has been looking really good, and I have a feeling this is a match.
It's not like he's had a bad run. It's just I think Kenta's on fire right now. I think ever since Brewer rejoined RAWF, he's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick the upset here and say Brewer wins the Multimedia Championship. No offense to the Golden Dragon. All right, Triple Crown Championship. Davila defends against the Immortal Griffith and Rick Nelson. Is Rick Nelson an afterthought here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
wondering.
He shouldn't be, but he is.
I've known Rick for quite a long time as well, and he's always been a pretty tough competitor. But maybe it's just my RAWF bias because he hasn't been. He's won a couple of titles here in RAWF, but not nearly to the extent these two have. Are we overlooking Rick Nelson in here, or is this going to be a
Look, here's the real answer. It doesn't matter if we're overlooking them. It matters if Griff and Dev is overlooking them. And I doubt they are. They both know that he is a hell of an in-ring competitor.
I see Griffith walking away with a Triple Crown championship just because his pay-per-view, he's got the motivation. But I won't. I will be more shocked
He
if
doesn't
Rick
currently have a
Nelson.
belt, and he doesn't like that usually.
Right. So we will see. But then again, never discount Davila. Trust me. Next up, we have for the tag team championship, Spice and Flame to take on the Swords and Scimitars, the Hall of Fame longest reigning tag team champions in RAWF history. They have returned to take back those belts from Spice and Flame. Are Spice and Flame the real deal? Can they hold off Swords and Scimitars?
On paper, I think they don't stand a chance. In reality, I think they may retain with champion's advantage. If they fight the way they fought to get those belts, I think they'll. I think they'll do pretty good. Because if you notice, here's the thing. Yeah, Swords and Scimitars won this season of Tag Champs. Who was number 2?
Spice and Flame.
Right, the current.
That's a good point.
So
it
wasn't like they were having a bad run. They are also up there in the rankings, and they get champion's advantage. I feel like, and oh, by the way, both of the people on their opponents' teams have other matches that night where they're kind of busy.
Fair enough. You do have a point there. We shall see what happens when Spice and Flames and Swords and Scimitars collide tomorrow at Immortal 13. Bless you. Midnight Hobo Championship. Iceman Jer looking to fend off Denzel the Giant. And, Jer won the extra points tournament, but that only got him up. It's right now currently seems he's in a bit of a slump.
He dropped a bit.
He did drop a bit, and Denzel right now is climbing, making a late run for it here. I think Denzel.
I gotta say, I don't think this looks good for Jer. I gotta go with Denzel on this one.
Denzel, of course, has multiple matches on the show. Jer does not.
He does, but he also just has to sit on you.
Yeah, fair enough. So that I'm giving the nod to Denzel on this one. Jer's got his work cut out for him, I think. Fubar City Championship, Teflon Sheik to defend against DVT. I'm looking at DVT as the winner because of Sheik.
Same, agreed. Especially seeing not only does 4 matches for Sheik, but Sheik went out of his way to piss DVT off before this match.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely, DVT is going to come for blood tomorrow at Immortal 13. I do not envy Teflon Sheik. He may be basking in the glory of having all these matches, but I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. National Championship, Killer Neptune defending against Simply the Best. Who, of course, lost the national championship to Killer Neptune at Love Hurts.
Look, now, we always had Immortal Greatness. Now we've got, Simply Killer, the Simply Killer match number 75. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good. I go with Killer.
They have fought. This will be their third consecutive pay-per-view match.
I think Killer has STB's number.
We will find out. We will find out indeed. That could be very interesting, but considering everything else on Killa's plate, and this is STB's lone, really is his lone big matchup of the night, that has to come into play, I think. We find out tomorrow. Platinum Dragon Championship, it will be Kenta versus Chris Cage, who is no longer unsettled, apparently, or at least wasn't the last time I saw him, even despite what the shirt says. Your thoughts here on this one? I think this is Chris Cage's time.
Again, Kenta is on fire, and it's better for my truck sales if he wins. but this could be the opponent that Kenta runs face first into like a brick wall. People, I don't know why, people tend to overlook Chris a little bit, which is just straight up dumb. He's a big dude. He's a former world champion. I think he's had something like 30 different titles in his career in RAWF, and he hasn't been here that long. The guy wins when he wants to win, and he's motivated, and he sounds pretty motivated. I think I got to go with Chris.
All right, we'll find out tomorrow.
I came into this thinking Kenta, and I talked myself into, no, I got to go with Chris.
Yeah, that's how close this match is. You could probably start talk again for another 5 minutes and convince yourself of Kenta.
I could, absolutely. Want to watch me?
That's how close this match is. And then, of course, the main event for Immortal 13 for the World Heavyweight Championship, Teflon Sheik and Killa Neptune, because Killa win the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time in his career, yes. Joining all of his fellow members of the Opaque Brotherhood, finally.
And I think if that happens, that will be the first stable that every member has been a world champion in RAWF.
Pretty much.
I believe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But we shall see. We shall see. We always talk down Sheik, underplay him, but the truth of the matter is, right now, he is the face of RAWF.
Well, actually, I have to take that back. Technically, Cerebus is only 3 people, and all 3 have been world champions.
There you go. See?
But it's only 3 people. That's not no stable.
So it has to be 4 people to be stable?
At least 4 people to be a stable.
But at any rate.
Technically, Opaque Brotherhood was 5 people. Judge was a member for a while.
Oh, I knew you were going to bring that up. Why did you bring that up?
Because I tell the truth.
All right. So that is Immortal 13's match card rundown. But, of course, the two other things that will be going down. First of all, the 12th annual Xanther's Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament will go live at 8 p.m. around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, right here live on air. I will hit the button that will start this prestigious tournament. That we've had 12 of them. That just boggles my mind that we've had 12 Xanther tournaments right now. Your quick thoughts.
It's arguably the largest tournament of the year every year in all of wrestling, not just RAWF, but all of the world. It brings people from all over the place. They come in, they get a spot. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they leave, but all kinds of people come from all over the place to be a part of this. Partly because it's a very prestigious, partly because Xanther had the reputation that he had. I'm always excited for this one. I never get to enter because, of my job, but hey, it is what it is.
Currently, we are sitting at 92 people signed up for Xanther. Then they have less than 20 hours now to sign up. If you haven't gotten in, or if you think you've gotten in, you might want to double check, triple check, and quadruple check sometime in the next 20 hours just to make sure you are indeed signed up for this prestigious tournament. The 12th annual Xanther Memorial Tournament starts tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And then, of course, tomorrow night we will have the announcements of the RAWF Hall of Fame class of 2026. And those decisions, I can tell you, have been made. I now currently sit on the list of the people I will be announcing tomorrow night, and it is quite the list, I have to admit. It's going to be a hell of a class. I can't wait to share it with you all tomorrow night here on the RAWF Radio Network. Looking forward to it. Elvakin, what are your thoughts on who you think should go in the Hall of Fame, or how much are you looking forward to it?
I'm always looking forward. I love this time of year. I love the announcements of it almost as much as I love watching people be inducted.
That is a lot of fun. And of course, Radiversary coming up, and where these people will be officially inducted in the Hall of Fame. Tomorrow is just the announcements. Will not be the inductions. Uh, but Radiversary just around the corner in late May, ladies and gentlemen, as RAWF will celebrate its 13-year anniversary. 13 years, O'Legan. Can you believe it?
I mean, yes, because I've been around for a lot of it, but I mean, it's impressive though.
Yes, absolutely. So that I believe that is pretty much all we need to hear from Immortal. Although I take that I do have here a Vokaroo to play from Ken Costa. Let's take a listen here, involving the stadium stampede tomorrow.
Hello everyone, this is your RAWF superstar, Ken Costa, and I have something to announce. As you all know that we have a big match coming at RAWF Immortal, and it's going to be a stadium stampede between Murder, led by Mark Calber, against me, of course, the Golden Dragon, Kenta, Chief, and Denzel the Giant, under the name of Absolute Domination. And here goes my little announcement that Absolute Domination is not going to be a one-night team. So it is official. Absolute Domination is going to be a full-time faction in RAWF, and it's not going to be only the four of us, but we have a big other coming to us. So we will go solo, we will go tag teams, and for sure we will go in gang wars if someone wants it. And that is truly called Absolute Domination. See ya.
All right, so Absolute Domination, just not a one-night thing here in RAWF. Apparently, going forward, that group will indeed be an official faction in RAWF. What are your thoughts on that, Olvegan?
I mean, I thought they already were, so cool.
No, okay. Well, I guess I guess so. But I mean, that's not bad. Not bad of a lineup, really.
No, it's a good lineup. I mean, they've been referring to themselves by that name for weeks. So I was like, well, yeah, okay, they're stable.
Well, now it's official. Ken confirmed all the rumors.
We'll go with that.
Well, that's how I look at it. Ken just confirmed any rumors about said thing. So, all right. So that is Ken Costa's. Anyway, all right. So let's get to our callers. We got a lot to discuss this evening involving tomorrow night's Immortal 13. Let's start with a man who will be challenging Destroyer for the Arcana Class Championship and will be taking on Redneck Avenger in a mayhem match of sorts. Let's talk to the one and only. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Platinum King, Jobu. Good evening, Jobu.
Do you guys know you guys have a small cat fight brewing out there, or can you not hear it?
How is that? No, how is that new?
It's not new. I'm just making sure you know in case you have to call in extra janitors.
No, that's what the sprinkler system is for. If it gets too
Yeah.
bad, you just turn on the sprinklers.
Sweet.
All right, two big matches for you tomorrow, Joe Boo. You're taking on Redneck Avenger in this Mayhem match. You called out a Hall of Famer. He's the one that answered. Were you surprised he was the one that got there first?
You know, it's the damnedest thing, because as Vacant pointed out last week when doing the rankings, yeah, I took a little sabbatical from RAWF. I had to get my head on right. I'm still not entirely woken up from that sabbatical, but it's the damnedest thing. My Squire Enigma, which Squire Starfuel, please. He pointed out that I got called out and responded to my challenge. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Who? So I turned after hours, and it's the damnedest thing. A Timu Foghorn Leghorn is challenging me. Like, what the hell? So I listen. First he says I didn't agree to his original stips, which I didn't hear the original stips because no one tells me these things. I probably slept through it. So then he tells me he just wants to be locked up in a big padded metal cube with me, which is kind of weird, but okay, cool. Easier to kick you in the face, I guess. But you know what? I laid the challenge. RA accepted. I'm about it.
All right. Well, that match will happen tomorrow. But then there's the title match against Destroyer for the Iconoclast Championship. She's been a pretty good champion thus far, holding off Michael Brewer a couple times. What are your thoughts on facing Destroyer?
She said it herself. I don't play by the same rules as everyone else, and she doesn't know what rules I'm going to play by. My entire focus is on this match, because you pointed out that Kill is 9-0, Sheik 7-2. What's the record of number 3 there?
That would be 9-0.
Yes, 9-0. 10-0 if you count the uncounted stomping of Hotshot Chaz last week. So
wow.
My time's coming, and I need that win more than I've needed a win in a very long time. And being third, I stay third. I get the loser tomorrow between Sheik and Fishy Fishy.
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. I mean, it could play
if
that.
Not, if you stay there, you get a shot to potentially be the person to go after Platinum, right? Either way.
Oh, for sure.
Which, you are the Platinum King, where that is where the name Platinum King originated when you won the Platinum Dragon Championship last year.
Defending champion. I have 3 important matches this weekend. Defending Platinum Dragon Tournament champion.
Oh, that's right. That's true. He's talking about he is the reigning Xanther winner. Talk to me about that experience. What was that like? Because that tournament, only one person's ever managed to win it more than once. So you could be the second person.
I'll be honest. I didn't realize how deep into it I was until I was facing Big Papa in the quarters, and then all of a sudden there was a bunch of fan supports and talking. I was like, okay, where am I? And then I saw quarterfinals. I was like, oh, I need to lock in. So I beat Papa. And then I get to, at worst, a top 5 wrestler in the history of RAWF, Paragon of Greatness. At worst, top 5, and he's not 5th. And I barely get by him. And then I have to get to another historical wrestler, Simply the Best, just to win the damn thing. I did not get a cakewalk in that tournament. But, it's me, and I'm going to get 0 credit.
I mean, I give you credit. I mean, that tournament, as I said, not easy to win. Only one person's done it twice, Sassy Applebee's, and I don't know that she can ever do it again, but she's in the tournament. We'll see. She could win it for a 3rd time. Simply the Best is back in there, and I'm sure he want to be the next person to win it twice. So it's going to be a hell of a tournament. It always is. And I can understand why you'd be sitting on it until you realized it was the quarterfinals. But a hell of a win last year in the Xanther tournament for you, no doubt about it. And the Platinum King looks to defend his crown when that tournament goes live tomorrow night. But with that being said, Jobu, anything else on your mind that you want to discuss about any of what we're talking about?
I never really thanked you for the inspiration and idea for having a Squire. But I finally realized that having Vacant as your squire for so many years, it really gave me the
Okay?
inspiration to really pull that.
Hey?
Look, all I know is I got a text message from my little furry bunny companion. He is still waiting on his Vacant taco truck item after all these years. What gives?
Who?
The Karate Bunny. Hi-ya.
Karate. Don't you remember Karate Bunny?
National champion Karate Bunny. Speaking of
That national champion doesn't get it. It's only 2 belts get it, and you have to get it and to defend it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to roll the footage on this one because he challenged me to a match where if he won, he got a taco truck item. I'll find the footage for you.
Oh wait, I think he did that.
That might be true, actually.
No, that sounds right.
It was a Superstars match.
Oh, you might be right. I might have. No, I thought I had it. I thought I did put the item in. I think it just went away.
Jobu was God. Don't you know this?
No, I had an item.
I don't know.
I just don't think it's been on the truck lately because no one was ordering it because it was made out of carrots.
Yeah, I can understand how nobody goes to those trucks for anything healthy.
It's a taco truck.
You can have vegetarian options.
Somebody else can. I sure as hell can.
You have a couscous taco for Sheik.
No.
Good.
Never gonna happen. And I won't have to worry about it because he's gonna lose tomorrow.
I don't know.
I do. You can not know all you want. I know.
With our history, Jobu Sheik in the main event sells way more tickets.
What, you don't think Jobu killing Neptune would be a hell of a main event for anniversary?
Oh, it'd be fine, but it's not Jobu Sheik with our history.
But nobody likes watching. The thing, it's not that history won't matter because the fan base can't stand Sheik.
Yeah, but they can't stand me either. That's why it's going to be so great.
Right, which is why they won't care. They need someone to root for. You versus Killa, way bigger box office because I'll have someone to root for. You versus Sheik, they root for the lighting rig.
No, they root for two bloody messes in the middle of the ring. That's
right, because the lighting rig lands on you. That's my point.
RAWF presents legally distinct celebrity deathmatch.
Exactly. Yeah. See.
Yeah. If you and Sheik were in the ring in a puddle of your own goo, then yeah, I suppose that would.
Oh wait, you know what? Actually, I do in fact actually have a vegetarian burrito. I wasn't thinking of it that way, but we do have a bean and cheese burrito. There's no meat in that.
Well, see, there you go.
I forgot about that.
That's healthy.
I mean, I don't know if it's healthy.
Again, like you said, nobody goes to taco trucks to eat healthy.
Correct.
All right. Well, Jobu, appreciate your time tonight. Unless you had something else, I mean, you say you're 10-0. What's it? And so
I just pinned Chaz less than 24 hours ago. I have unfortunately the good man Claymore waiting for me this week.
No, man.
Which
I'll be telling you, looking at his record and looking at yours, I think that's a good match for you.
Yeah, which of my two is my rankings match tomorrow?
Arcana Clash against Destroyer.
Arcana? Okay. That's what Enigma and I thought. I was just making sure. Nothing against RA, but I need to know which one to focus on.
No, fair enough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It will always be, if one is a title for the company, that will always be the match.
Yep,
yeah, my point was it was highest match on the card was your rankings match. Enigma's point was, but it's not a rankings title. So that was the...
Yeah, but I count those as rankings matches when they're on pay-per-views. So...
Gotcha.
That's how that works. So, in case anybody else was wondering, yes, that's how that works.
And now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Exactly.
I aim to educate the masses.
I appreciate it, Joe.
Really? No one's gonna... That was a good joke. Come on.
All right. Thank you, Joe Boo. Appreciate your time. And we will see. Will you walk out as Arcana Clash champion and possibly retain a spot in the World Championship contender match? It all depends. We shall see. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
The Platinum King Jobu looking to make his mark tomorrow at Immortal 13. Speaking of Immortal 13, we did skip a huge part of Immortal 13, vacant, the undercard. So who do we need to talk to find
All
out
right, come
who?
on, bring in my buddy. I haven't talked to him all day.
Let's talk to the one and only. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Randolph Mortimer Draw, a.k.a. Randy M. Draw. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Hollywood, California, the big show tomorrow night, Immortal 13, how vacant. You look a little haggard, been working a little hard out them taco trucks, huh?
Yeah, I had to make sure everything was ready to go with the new menu item, make sure everything was good, make sure all the trucks were in perfect working order. Still trying to figure out where they found that weird truck and put an old logo on it. I don't know what's going on. Still trying to figure that out. But it matters.
You know, it don't matter. It don't matter. Nothing matters but tomorrow's Immortal 13 undercard now. It's going to be a hell of a pay-per-view. Got all them great title matches, but the undercard ain't too shabby itself. Let's take a look here. I got Big Papa taking on Solitude. You know this Solitude guy is a ninja, right? You knew that.
No.
Yeah, Solitude. He's a ninja, apparently. He's not doing too bad, not looking too bad. He takes on Big Papa tomorrow. Sisalu to take on Maki Desad. That's another good matchup there.
It is a good match.
Papa Shaker to take on Fusion Skull. Can Fusion keep himself in that top 25 with a win over Papa Shaker? Badass Billy to take on Luke Cage. And you got to wonder if that mysterious attacker is going to play a part in this match. Luke Cage versus Badass Billy. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
All right, then we got Knox Boogie taking on Money Sue. Ken Costa to take on Strangleheart. Faith Dunkarino to take on Maeve O'Hare. Gorgonio takes on Roger the Pirate. Back to that Faith Dunkarino versus Maeve O'Hare match. That's going to be a good one, too, don't you think, O'Vega?
I mean, it's going to be good for me. I don't know about anything else. I'm going to have a good time.
Both of them currently in that top 25 you read earlier, so that's a big matchup right there. You know what I'm saying? Tad Beaglewolf Dennis takes on Andy Price. Undertaker
that
takes
is a
on
very fair match.
It is. I agree with you there. That's as undercard can get, if you know what I'm saying. Undertaker takes on Cyanide Harvey. Sophia McFadden takes on Psycho Girl. Jiggs to take on Olivia McInnes. Hobo Ezekiel takes on Steve the Stud Johnson. Steve the Stud Johnson. What's the deal with this stud guy? Have you seen what he's been doing?
Look, if he's got the name the Stud, I don't know that I want to watch what he's doing.
You got a point there. I hear what you're saying, but he takes on Hobo Ezekiel tomorrow at Immortal 13. Jason Richter takes on Lars Hellstrom. I think we saw Jason out in the chat. That's your opponent tomorrow, Lars Hellstrom. Evan Deadly.
That's a name I only just saw recently.
What's that? Richter? Yeah. That guy's out there. I think that's all him. Evan Deadly takes on Toxic Megatron Avenger. Draven Blackbird takes on The Razor. Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon takes on Cougar Knight. Here's a good one. Oh, this is going to be a really good one. Diesel Warrior to take on Sassy Applebee's.
Oh, that's good. Yep, like that one.
Black Lilith to take on Starlight. Gee, all the women facing each other in this one. This is kind of weird. Wildfire to take... Oh, this one big right here. Wildfire takes on Psy. Two redheads, vacant.
Redhead on redhead violence.
And indeed, it's going to be something easy. Hot Cheese to take on Newcomer. God, I don't even want to try to say this name, but I got it, I suppose. Dr. Stikazi.
What?
Dr. Reza Stikazi. I don't know. She's dressed like a nurse. She just joined recently, so yeah.
I'll have to go look it up.
Yeah, Dr. Reza Stikazi. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Honey Apples takes on Kitty Kabam. Leo takes on Joey A. Chev takes on Deez. That's another. There's a great matchup right there. Chev trying to. Anthony Patrick takes on Stormtrooper of Death. Aaron McFadden to take on Caden Steele. I see Caden out there. How you doing, Caden? Natalia Nitro to take on Tigress. Ciro Il Napolitano takes on Scythe. Mick Devilson takes on Killin El Lobo. Crazy Serb takes on The Minion. Sean Hitman Hurd takes on Magnificent Michael.
That's a good fight. No, don't sleep on that. That's going to be a good fight.
I agree with you. I agree with you there. Mancunian Maniac to take on the Dark Warrior, and Uber Vegan TPO takes on Dr. Kent. Another good matchup. So, yeah, this is going to be the biggest pay-per-view of all time, and there's some big-time undercard matchups here, no doubt about it. All right, thank you, Randy. Appreciate your time. And we will see you. We will talk to you very soon. Good job. That is one hell of an undercard, Vacant. There's some really interesting matchups there.
Good job.
Yeah, very interesting matchups on tomorrow's Immortal 13 undercard. This is definitely going to be the best pay-per-view of the season. All right. Next up, let's see how. When was she allowed to start eating? And you know who I'm talking about. Was it today or is it not till tomorrow?
I think it's no, it's Good Friday today. It was today.
Okay. So hopefully, let's bring on the first class last ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome.
Ta du färden an rajmage som babet Ta du brøyre tjeter Seilage seg trill her Muresni hefle fian Spajnekar moroi sinde Ha graga med målor Døy til evelin en eis Gra krasmag la krasmag gra kirbe
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Maeve O'Hare joining us in the studio. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Amadeus. Good evening, Vacant.
Uh-oh. She's still calling me Amadeus. I mean, I realize that's my name, but...
she used your government name, yeah?
She used my government name. I didn't like... Anyways, how are you doing tonight, Maeve?
I'm keeping well. It's Immortal season. Time to get excited, ain't it?
So we're right? You're done. You can eat what you want now, right?
Yeah, I had like 3 Chris Cajun burritos earlier. Those are really delicious, by the way.
I hope you didn't eat up too much because as a treat, because I was pretty sure you were going to be able to eat today. I have ready for you a sample of the new burrito with the.
Is this the one with the spicy dragon sauce stuff?
Correct.
Oh, I will have one of those gladly. I am purely starved.
But again, I'm warning you, it is spicy, so dip lightly initially until you can tell what your spice level is.
I mean, I'm not a spice connoisseur by any means, but I will eat a little bit of spice as a treat, so I will be happy to try this. I'll take it out and give some of it to English. He loves spicy things.
Does he? Good to know.
All right. So, Maeve, we know now that your match tomorrow is against Faith Dunkerino.
So I heard.
Who is right now making quite the run in the top 25, as are you. As I look at the rankings, you ranked 19, Faith ranked 17. So this is a big matchup. Could mean an opportunity at a contendership match. Your thoughts?
Yeah, isn't that interesting that I'm right there at that range where I might end up with a contendership match again. That's fascinating, Amadeus. I don't know a lot about Faith from experience. I've heard her name in passing for several years. I suspect I have more in common with her than she might imagine. But that's neither here nor there. I'm looking forward to the match. I think it'll be a good one. I've had some good matches with her here and in the Indies. And we will see what happens, won't we?
I mean, I certainly will.
Well, I know you're going to have a good time. You always have a good time at my matches.
I do.
Oh, good. It's an exciting match, no doubt about it. I'm looking forward to seeing which one of you come out on top. Talk to me about Xanther now. I'm assuming you're officially signed up for Xanther.
I signed up the first day you opened the sign-up spot.
You were the very.
I wasn't the very first. I think Jobu actually were the very first. Bit eager that one. But no, I were signed up the first day. And I'm excited. I'm always excited. It'd be nice to make it to the money rounds. I think the furthest I've ever gotten is like round 3, but there's also like 500,000 rounds in that match because everyone and their brother signs up. I'm excited for it though. It's always a good time. It's always a great time to remember not just Xanther, who unfortunately I never had the pleasure of knowing. He passed before I joined up. But I've heard nothing but good things about him. And then also, as we've discussed in the last several years, it's become a celebration of other folks that we've lost. And it's an important thing. Memory is a very important thing to the Irish. And so I always like to do my best in Xanther and do what we can to show our respect to those who've gone before us. So I'm excited for that. I know you're excited to make your announcements tomorrow for Hall of Fame. And I'm sure everyone's real excited to hear about that. Was there anything else, Amadeus?
No, I think you covered everything as far as
I'm efficient that way.
You are.
Yeah, I do. One tiny little thing that I've been noticing, and I have to ask because it's going to drive me up the wall if I don't. Do you pay attention to what goes on out there in the green room?
When I try to not, it gets distracting, and then I miss what I have to talk about.
Yeah,
I were just wondering because there's folks out there talking about breaking actual federal laws, and I just find it really interesting. I just think it's funny, is all. That
Are you new to this industry?
What?
Are you new to this industry?
I'm not saying that it is unexpected. I have followed wrestling literally my entire life. I grew up in a wrestling ring. What I'm saying
How often have you known them to follow the law?
It's not that I'm surprised that folks are out there breaking the law. What I'm saying is that I find it fascinating that we're encouraging that sort of behavior and not doing nothing about it while enforcing very petty rules. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to bring it to your attention, Amadeus. I give you good evening.
Okay. First of all, I'm not sure what was she talking about. Who was breaking federal laws?
I don't know. Probably Reaper. He's out there, but I mean, we already know he's been kidnapping people.
That's true too. Okay. But at any rate, that was the lovely Mabel Hare taking on Faith Docarino tomorrow night at Immortal 13. All right, we still got a lot to go over, but first we're going to take a quick break. And we'd like to, every year, Paragon of Greatness makes a great video for Immortal, and he has done so again this year. Let's take a look at it. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Teflon Shark, an immortal story by Killer Neptune. The story Killer Neptune wanted. Your favorite shark beats his grimace-looking brother, and the crowd goes wild watching their dashing hero win the day. But Paragon is a loser and couldn't get the job done. The story Teflon Sheik wanted. Two idiots make a mockery of their company, laughing while the fans turn off their TVs and go home upset. But Claymore is a loser and couldn't get the job done. The story we're getting. Teflon Sheik versus Killer Neptune. Except Sheik is part of a three-headed dog. Look at him. Look at the little ruff. And Killer Neptune is a shark. Insert Jaws music here. We have a shark versus a dog. They're all bark and no chomp. That's the phrase, right? Anyway, Teflon Sheik will be a loser and fail to get the job done. The crowd will get to see their handsome hero win the day and go home happy after all. Killer Neptune will not be a loser. He will be a winner and be the new RAWF champion. At Immortal XIII, the story finally finishes the right way. Or Sheik does Sheik things and kicks me in the balls or counts out or something. Either way. Teflon Shark, an immortal story by Killer Neptune. The story Killer Neptune wanted. Your favorite shark beats his grimace-looking...
All right, that was... I still get a kick out of that, don't you?
I do. Why are you blowing my eardrums out?
I did?
There you go. Much better.
Sorry. Don't know what happened there. All right. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on now...
Hold on a second. Paragon, the answer to that is because that's the best part.
Let's bring on the man who apparently got trolled twice and is challenging for the Powerball Championship.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the God King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. Eons ago, before time existed, they lived in the heavens and the rain persisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Paragon of Greatness. Good evening, Paragon.
Good evening, Amadeus. How are you doing?
How are you doing? It's the night before Immortal. Usually about this time, you are pumped, you are jacked, you are ready for everything. Talk to me.
Pumped, jacked, and ready to attack. You know what? It's... for a little bit, I was actually kind of feeling a little bit on the outs about Immortal this year. We obviously have a bit of a shadow cast over the main event, the biggest troll in the world, the worst person that's ever existed, and, you know, also Killer Neptune. I'm not going to do the joke that I should do. Look, it was a rough pill to swallow at first, and then I realized how great this event is. Going over that video, making this card, seeing how everybody gets a chance to shine, and quite frankly, I got over my shit, and I realized that we have ourselves an amazing main event this year too. Like across the board, RAWF delivers again. It is Immortal season. We're about to find out the Hall of Fame. We've got everything going on that makes for the greatest time of the year in this sport. And, it may have got late to the game, but I'm absolutely thrilled to be here again.
It is going to be a happening. There's no doubt about it. And I know you are challenging Teflon Sheik for the Powerball Championship. Considering this is going to be the first of his 4 matches tomorrow, is what Elvacan says that you're going to try to wear him down for your brother tomorrow true?
I mean, that might be a bit of a side effect of the match that's going on, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do in that match. I'm going to wear him down for myself, because I don't have time to worry about what Trollface Neptune is doing in the main event. I have got to focus on the Teflon Sheik. The man beat me for the World Heavyweight Championship, and while I would love to have been sitting in the main event and the rematch of that, we get what we get, and I'm here in this Powerball match, and it's my chance to redeem myself after a very rough loss, and it's a chance to find a way to be able to financially contribute to a lot of really important causes, and that is the most important thing of all. Beyond revenge, beyond winning a match at Immortal, being able to have that income from the Powerball division and put it to a really good cause, that's the meaningful mark that is going to come from Immortal for me this year. I already have, extended myself as much as I can in a lot of these efforts around the world, but that's a lot of mileage you can get out of this this Powerball championship, the big payouts, and I mean, if there's one thing that possibly means more to me than what I do in between those ropes, it's what I do for the people around the world that this company allows me to do, that affords me to do, and I'm afforded so much more if I become the Powerball champion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Looking forward to that match. And of course, the Xanther comes up tomorrow night, starts out. And how far? Maeve was just saying how far she's been. She's only been third round. You actually last year made it to the quarterfinals or semifinals?
I think it was the quarters. It was my best year. Unfortunately, I, much like my Immortal Greatness counterpart, seem to be able to win everything there is to win in RAWF, except for that Xanther tournament. There's one big unchecked box for me in RAWF. There are some small things here and there that I can still achieve, but there's really one truly massive unchecked box, and that is the Xanther the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament. And to that effect, while the Powerball Championship provides me a huge opportunity to do some great things outside of the ring, this Xanther tournament kicks off at Immortal every year. It is part of Immortal, regardless of the fact that it finishes months out generally. This match is this tournament is part of the Immortal festivities. I'm obviously at a bit of a lull this year. This is a lowest activity Immortal I've had in a long time. This may be my ticket to still do something spectacular for the Immortal pay-per-view. Can I go out there and win the Xanther tournament? I mean, as good of a chance as any. Could I go out and lose in the first round to Toxic Megatron Avenger? Absolutely. We'll never know until we see. That's the beauty of this tournament.
And this is the lowest, like you said, this is the first Immortal that I can remember in a long time that you've only had one match, one focus, one thing that you can go. However, there have been some Immortals where you've had 4 or 5 matches, and we have several people in that category at tomorrow's Immortal. That being Teflon Sheik, Claymore. Who else did we say? There's quite a few people that have that many matches, a lot on their plates tomorrow. Talk to me. What's better? Which one is better? Having all of that on your plate and having to focus on 4 different title matches, or is it just one?
I'll tell you, it really depends. You'll know when your first match finishes which one you're going to prefer, because it's a very strange thing. It's this phenomena that happens almost every time we have somebody who earns this huge spotlight at a pay-per-view. It's almost always all or none. It's crazy. I don't know how it happens, but we rarely see splits in these things. The person either comes out looking like $1 million, or the person comes out having a huge crater in their momentum that they have to dig themselves out of. If you go into this match or into this pay-per-view and you win your first match, odds are you're probably picking up a streak of wins, and you are going to be on top of the world walking out of Immortal, and there is no better feeling than that. If you come out of the gate swinging and you fall on your face, you lose your first match, your second match, you'll start to notice this pattern, and you're going to get more and more into a funk, more frustrated as the night goes on, and that's going to continue to weigh on you, and it's really going to break you. And to an extent, that is the test of a true champion, though. When you have a night like that, what is the next step? At least one of these people, with all of these matches on the line at Immortal, is going to absolutely pratfall straight through the ring. It's going to be very embarrassing, and it will be extremely interesting to see what they do in the wake of that disaster. How do they pick themselves back up? And there's always going to be somebody that's sitting on top of the world, and they're going to be absolutely insufferable to listen to. And I think I speak for everybody when I say, let us hope that it is not our current world heavyweight champion.
All right. Well, we do find all of that out tomorrow. With that being said, Paragon, any final thoughts on what you look forward to at Immortal besides the Hall of Fame? You can any last minute thoughts on looking forward to the Hall of Fame tomorrow?
I actually this year, maybe more than any year in a very long time, I'm really interested to see what the announcements are going to be, because for a while there we kind of hit this spot where there was kind of a static list of people that were probably the contenders to enter the Hall of Fame. Like, going in, we had a pretty good idea of who the big names were going to be, and then some of the other people might have been a bit of a surprise, but like, we kind of knew who the headliners were going to be every year. There wasn't a huge surprise. This year, I was looking over and in my attempt to get suggestions in, which I did very late. My apologies. I was looking over it, and I was like, in singles action alone, putting aside any other category suggestions, putting aside tag teams, factions, anything like that, just active singles wrestlers in RAWF right now, I had 2 or 3 full Hall of Fame classes worth of people that I think reasonably could get inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I would believe it. Like, this year, I'm really surprised, like really excited about the surprise of the announcements, because I could not put money on any single name going in, because there are just a great number of people who have really earned it, and it just goes to show that RAWF, after 13 years, is still at the very top of this business, is still at the very top of its game. It's got the best roster in the world, and it brings out the best in those wrestlers.
Indeed it does. Indeed it does. The Hall of Fame announcements will be tomorrow night right here live on RAWF Radio at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Paragon, for your time this evening, and good luck tomorrow against the Teflon Sheik for that Powerball Championship.
Thank you.
All right. Well, El Vacant, it is unusual that this is kind of a down year for Paragon, but still, he only has to focus on one thing and one thing only. I think he walks out as Powerball champion tomorrow.
I've already said I agree on that. But...
All right. Let's talk to the man now who is challenging for the heart and soul of RAWF tomorrow night at Immortal 13, the Platinum Dragon Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
You can run, but there's no place to hide. In my eyes, see the devil inside. Far
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the unsettled Chris Cage. Chris, good evening.
And it is a good evening, isn't it?
Now, although I say you're the unsettled Chris Cage, but the truth is, earlier you didn't seem so unsettled last time we saw you.
No, he's like an old house now. Very settled. No, come on, he's funny.
Talk to me, Chris. How are you feeling in this night before Immortal 13 with the Platinum Dragon Championship on the line?
My heart is full, my soul is yearning, and my brain is clear for the first time in a very long time. I have one focus tomorrow, one man in my way of doing exactly what I want to do. And it's going to end exactly how I want it to end.
I assume that means you walking away with the Platinum Dragon Championship.
Absolutely.
Is that a title you've ever held
It
before?
is not. It's the only one in the top three
So,
that I have not held.
so this is huge. This is definitely a high stakes Immortal for you, challenging Kenta. Uh, Talk to me about what that Platinum Dragon Championship means to you.
The Platinum Dragon Championship means to me, and I think it means to a lot of people, is lineage, prestige, class, not arrogance, not overconfidence, not open challenges. What it means is to be among the elite. What it means is to be recognized as a star, not a joke. And that's what this champion is, in my opinion, a joke.
Wow. You think Kenta's a joke? Why is Kenta a joke?
Well, to be honest, the most entertained I've been from Kenta was that one week that he hit his head a little too hard or got into the moonshine or whatever that was and started calling himself the champion called Kenta, started talking like Dusty Rhodes or Ric Flair. It was funny, I laughed, but that's the only time I felt he was championship material. Sure, he's had wins. He beat DW. I just beat DW in a rankings match, and she barely even touched me. He beat Griffith. Congratulations. That is an accomplishment. Beating him twice. Beating him twice. Very, very impressive. But I'm not Griffith. Griffith has, in his own admission, not been locked in, not been focused. Me, I've never been more locked in. I've never been more focused. Kenta, this is your biggest challenge to date. Can you walk out of Immortal champion? The better question is, will you walk out of Immortal at all?
Wow. All right. So definitely some tough words here the night before Immortal. Oh, Vake, anything you'd like to ask Chris Cage?
Um, um, I mean, I have a lot of things I'd like to ask Chris Cage. I don't know if I'm going to ask him online because, a lot of them are about Destroyer and he might stab me. But the about wrestling, right? You want me to ask him a question about wrestling? So here's my question, actually. I've seen one of the things I've noticed. I pay attention to a lot of not only stuff in the ring, but I pay attention to a lot of stuff out of the ring, right? And I've noticed you've been showing up more and more to like fan events, and I thought that was really interesting. How is that going for you?
To be honest, I
Because you don't like people.
I don't, and talking like I can sit here and talk about main event matches, and I don't feel any butterflies in my stomach, but get a line of 40 people in front of me, and I freeze up. It's definitely a learning curve. I'm getting used to it. Thankfully, we have decent security, so I'm not too overwhelmed. Um, I do keep my weaponry away just in case, things happen. Yeah, it's been a learning curve. It's been hard to overcome, but for some reason, these fans really got behind me ever since I left ES. So it is what it is, I guess. I'm not gonna argue with people cheering for me. Kind of feels nice.
All right. Well, good luck to you tomorrow against Kenta. Before you go, though, I want, since you're here and you are, uh, it's just now popping into my brain, blonde and all that.
Yeah.
Last week you heard Michael Brewer came on here and challenged RAWF to a fight on his pay per view, 5-on-5, uh, whatever you call it, 5-on-5 match or 5-on-5 challenge of sorts for 0 Hour, the Bad Company pay per view. And you were great. You were nice enough to join my team along with Destroyer, Maeve O'Hare, and the Immortal Griffith. We will be taking on uh, Michael Brewer, Big Papa, Magnificent Michael, Wildfire, and Squala. The only person of that team that's not in RAWF. What are your thoughts on that matchup?
Um, Yikes. That's a hell of a dream team, in my opinion, on our side. But there's some big names on their side. Wildy and Big Papa, RAWF champions, just won the WUHQ tag tournament, so they're not to be slept on either. Squala is hit or miss. There are times where I literally cannot hit him, and there are times where he misses everything he throws at me. So he's kind of a dark horse. Who Denzel is Denzel on that team? Oh,
No,
thank God!
No.
Thank
no, thank
God!
God.
I don't think there's a ring big enough for 9 people and a giant. Who are the others besides Brewer? I was going to do him last.
Brewer, we got Magnificent Michael, Big Papa.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry. You picked the wrong team. Straight up, you picked the wrong team, bud. You should have stuck with your tag partner. You should have stuck with the man who had your back when you were going Superstars Championship run. You done messed up, MM, and it's gonna be a long night for you and your team. And Brewer, props to you, man. Calling out RAWF is something. It's definitely something, and you're gonna learn that anybody who ever does call out RAWF or tries to disrespect RAWF learns the hard way that we're elite. We're just simply better.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Appreciate you joining the team. Should be a hell of a match next week at 0 Hour. But of course, before we get to 0 Hour, Immortal 13 happens. Any final thoughts?
Besides the obligatory fuck the Extreme Enigma, um, let's see here. Yeah, Hall of Fame. I'm with Paragon of Greatness. I'm excited. I'm excited to see who it is because there's one name that I'm like, obviously is going in, and I think we all know who I'm talking about. Guy writes 10,000 words every time he opens his mouth. He's got a mystery attacker. He's bald. I beat him. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you're not paying attention. Yeah, I'm excited for him to go in because obviously he's going in. Besides that, I really don't know who's going in. There was a lot of suggestions, a lot of good suggestions, but it's a little early for some of them, I feel. But then again, I went in really early in my career once I started winning belts. So who's to say? Besides that, Kenta, I see you out there. Shine that championship up real nice. And while you're at it, just take the nameplate off because you're not going to need it anymore.
All right. He is the unsettled Chris Cage. He goes up for the Platinum Dragon Championship tomorrow at Immortal 13. Thank you for your time, Chris.
Absolutely. Have a good night, everybody.
All right. I'd like to bring back the Paragon of Greatness really quick. I believe he's got some breaking news.
Breaking news. Hey everybody, how's it going? It turns out what we were talking about earlier that was right on the verge of happening did in fact happen. Denzel the Giant has defeated Mark Caliber and earned a RAWF Ultimate Gauntlet Championship match. And Amadeus, I think that you said it best. We finished it just in time. I mean, why not? Why not throw another big match right up on that Immortal card?
All right. So it is official as per Paragon of Greatness. The Ultimate Gauntlet Ultimate Gauntlet Championship will be defended tomorrow by Destroyer. Her one, she is all of her belts going up on the line tomorrow night as she will defend the Ultimate Gauntlet Championship against Denzel the Giant. I will have that graphic made up very quick, very soon after the show, and get that added to the official card. Should be a hell of a matchup there. What are your thoughts on it, Paragon?
That's the thing about the Ultimate Gauntlet. It's a game of momentum, and right now Denzel the Giant has it. One big problem that champions seem to run into a lot, we don't see a lot of title retentions because you have to win all of those matches to get the title, and then a lot of times you will sit on the title for a long time waiting for that opponent. So that's really the result of this match may go down to what kind of prep work Destroyer has been doing. Is she ready for this match? Has she been scouting what's going on in the gauntlet, been watching what Denzel's been doing, or has she kind of forgotten about this Ultimate Gauntlet title reign because it's been a while? Honestly, as somebody who just got his ass completely whipped by Denzel the Giant in a Midnight Hobo contendership match this month, I'm going to be hard pressed to go against the Giant. This is going to be a test for Destroyer as a completely different kind of test for Destroyer as a champion, and that is once you win a title, do you keep watching that division or not? That's something that separates a great champion from a good champion. Let's see what Destroyer can do.
All right, we find out tomorrow. Destroyer now with all three of her titles on the line at Immortal. All right, thank you, Paragon. Appreciate your time once again, and we'll add that. That's another tremendous match and added to this incredible lineup tomorrow, All Vacant.
See. That's a good fight.
All right. So next up on the list, he takes on the Joker Mark Caliber in a what is it? Tides. In an interesting match. Let's just put it that way. We'll talk more about it here in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
"15 men on a dead man's chest, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil be done for the rest, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. The mate was fixed by the bo'sun's pike, the bo'sun brained with a mark and spike, and Cookie's throat was marked belike. It had been gripped by fingers 10, and there they lay, all good dead men, like break a day in a boozing ken. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
15 men of a whole ship's list.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
Dead and be damned, and the rest gone west.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
The skipper lay with his knob in gore, where the skillion's axe his cheek had shore, and the scullion he was stabbed ×4.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Pirate King, the Soul Reaper. Spectral Tides rules. Gotcha. Talk to me now about.
Damn it! There was a cat wearing a white shirt that just tripped me. Sorry.
Okay.
Is Studio Cat in here somewhere?
No. Not at the moment.
I haven't heard her.
And I don't know what the heck that was. Alright, but yes, that's Spectral Tide rules.
All right, so talk to me about the matchup with Mark then.
That was actually a match I kind of came up with that off the top of my head after him and his murder decided to attack me 5-on-1 at Love Hurts. And I've been getting
All right.
increasingly unhinged text messages from him all day demanding to know where
Well,
Winter's being held.
I would too. You know, you could get arrested for kidnapping. I'm just saying.
Oh, she hasn't been harmed.
I don't know that the law cares about that.
Well, for me, as far as the law goes, I have zero miedo. I have zero fear of the law.
Okay.
I'm not telling you where
then-
she's at, Mark.
Yeah, pirates don't have respect.
Exactly, Purple Man.
That's fair. That they would be privateers if they did.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, what is there to gain with a win over Mark Caliber tomorrow?
And just to torment him. I mean, he's already got this Stadium Stampede match at Immortal, so beating him would also soften him up for that. For when they pick the bones on what's left.
All right. I mean, Mark's a RAWF Hall of Famer. He's not. He's not a. He's not a guaranteed win. I'm just telling.
You guys said the same thing when I called Icon out of retirement, and look at what happened there. He wouldn't be the first Hall of Famer I've beaten. By my count, I've beaten at least 2. Icon, and then Eva.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
I've beaten Eva as well.
Eva's not a Hall of Famer.
Wait, they're not?
No.
Oh, I thought they were. I guess I missed that. Oh well.
All right. Well, final thoughts. I'm going to give you final thoughts. I hate to rush you out of here, but we do have several more callers.
No, it's
and
fine.
So, quick final thoughts. Anything to say to Mark since you know he's here?
Oh yeah, Mark, I'm not telling you where she is. She's safe and has not been harmed. But she's being held in the brig in an undisclosed location, and I will not tell anyone where it is.
All right. Soul Reaper, appreciate your time tonight. Sorry to hurry you out. But yeah, we need to get moving again.
Yep.
So thank you for calling in. We will see you again. Don't be a stranger, and good luck tomorrow against Mark
I'll
Caliber.
do it.
All right. Vacant. We have We have someone who's calling in for the first time in at least years. She might have called in one of our earlier shows, but we haven't heard from her in quite a long time. She is a legend in this business. She is the one and only.
C'est la fièvre des rues du Québec où l'hiver mord fort. Elle a fait du froid une arme en or. Pas de luxe, pas de chemin tracé, juste du feu dans le cœur, puis rien à lâcher. T'entends-tu ça, c'est son nom dans l'air, moitié en français, moitié en prière. Elle parle pas, elle laisse s'en sortir. Monte dans le ring, tu vas le sentir. Allez, allez, c'est un encours. Lights out sans remords. Fait en acier avec l'esprit rebelle du Nord. Du Québec.
Ladies and gentlemen, Minifee is here. Minnie. Are you there? Unmute, Minnie. Hello. We hear you.
Hi, Lord Amadeus.
I'm sorry. I don't believe we've met. Let me introduce myself. Hola, señorita. I am El Vacant. And just so you're aware, this knee right here, this
No,
left knee right here, is offered to all female wrestlers when they come into the
no.
studio as a seat if they would care for it.
Whatever.
Oh, strike out.
She's just spicy because I pointed out that Quebecois is not normal French.
Anyways,
Yeah, but you're right. We
I
don't
am right.
Yeah, we don't talk French like the one from France. It's completely different. We slang. I'm not sure how we say this in English, but we slang a lot. But it's
Yes,
us.
much slang language. Yes, see.
Yeah, but hey, I promised I was going to call you, and I did it, Lord Amadeus. It's been years.
it
We
has
got
been years, Minnie, and it's so
Yeah.
good to
He's
so
been
good to
talking
hear.
about it all day.
I have. I did.
He's like, I
Did you
can't
like
wait to hear her say my name.
El Vacant.
I like that too. You're right.
Oh,
You're right.
But you know, Lord Amadeus, I called because I have a message from Miss B.
A message from Miss B or for Miss B?
For Miss B.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead,
And
please.
it's going to be a special match. You know, we asked for more French. We see a lot, like Squala is talking a lot in Spanish on the news feed, and I think it's time for us like to speak our own language. And thanks for giving us the opportunity to have a match in Immortel. So, Miss B, on l'a demandé, puis on l'a eu. Immortel, toi, moi, un ring, un seul langage, le français. Je t'invite à m'aider à leur donner un bon show. Puis quand vient le temps de battre, ben j'ai pas d'amis. Fait que tu vas être mon ennemi, ce show-là. Mais après, je t'invite à aller prendre un drink. Je paye pour le drink. Puis oublie pas, le loser need to speak French for 48 hours after it. So, c'est le temps de promouvoir notre belle langue. Fait que time to shine, baby! Let's go!
Wow. That was the sexiest promo we've ever had on this show. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, wow. Incredible, incredible. And it's good to have you in RAWF, man. And you've already got that After Hours Championship, which you will be defending next Saturday.
Yeah. And you know, I'm proud this time. I was in RAWF before, but I didn't do shit. You know, I was like sitting on my ass. I was a freaking jobber, and now I know how to fight. I know how to talk, and I was proud last week when I saw I was ranked 14. I dropped a little bit this week. I'm ranked 20, but I am in the ranking, so it's just perfect. And our tag team is the same thing. We are ranked 7th, so it's not too bad. So
not too bad. No.
Yeah, so I'm proud. You know, I'm working hard. I have like a friend who has helped me a lot, like with the promo and tell me what to do and tell me how to do it. And I promise I'm going to go get some title in the next few months. So.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, not to say you're old because I'm old too. We've been we've been in Wrestler Unstoppable. I think you were in Wrestler Unstoppable before I was, but I mean, I've always known, you know, where you were and who you were since the day I walked into this place. So it is an honor to have you in RAWF and excited about RAWF certainly. And you know, did you get into the Xanther tournament? Have you signed up for that?
Yeah, I signed
Okay.
up.
All right.
I did, so I hope to win it, but we'll see.
We'll see. Well, you know, it only takes to get to the quarterfinals to make some good money, cash on the Xanther. So if you at least get that far, you're doing pretty good.
But and I'm off from stable, so all my bag of tricks is going to be for that tournament. So yeah.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you on that. El Vacant, anything you'd like to ask, Minifee?
I mean, so many things. None of them are appropriate for radio.
Whoa, keep it in private, please.
Oh, you heard her. All right, we'll talk later in private.
Talk to you later.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Minifee is, you have not been in Wrestler Unstoppable or in the business for very long, because it's impossible to not know who she is. So I'm so glad you're in RAWF, and you're right. You're doing really good in the rankings and whatnot. So I hope I see that continue. I hope to see more gold around your waist. But don't forget, next week you have to be here to defend that title. And
And I'm going to kick ass again. So.
All right. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Minifee ready for her match against Miss B tomorrow in the Francophone match, which I will change that graphic and spell that word right before the show tomorrow.
I didn't tell you. You know, you made the effort. You answer us in French, and you gave us like the match we asked. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to say nothing. And I think it's my.
I'm going to translate that. She was like, he's blonde.
That's it.
It's true. It's true. It's true. I thought I Googled it, but I guess I didn't. All right. At any rate.
No, it's francophone, and you write francophone.
Well,
like
Franco.
You know, francophone.
Maybe that means you really like the money, the franc. I mean, they don't use that denomination anymore, but.
And Miss B, God bless her. She's been doing not too bad in her own right. She's not in the top 25 at the moment, but she's going to be there because she's been starting to talk. She's found her voice as well, and I appreciate that out of her. Even if I do have to go to Google Translate every time I go to one of her matches, that's still the fun part. But at any rate,
get to work.
So what I'm hearing is she likes to make men work for it. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good question, Maeve. I appreciate that. Tell me how we say Miss B's name.
It's Miss Beauté Fatale.
Which is what I've been telling you.
Beauté Fatale.
Beauté Fatale.
Fatale. Beauté Fatale.
Beauté Fatale.
Okay.
So like booty, like your butt. Fat, like you're getting because you're eating too many burritos. Towel, like you dry yourself off with. Got it.
That's it.
Booty Fatale.
Oh, yeah.
See? It works.
Fatale.
Booty. Yeah. Okay. So Booty Fatale.
No,
okay.
No, but not booty. Beauté. Not the
Boot. Okay. Well,
Beauté. Té. You know, té.
Damn it, I'm just going to call her Miss B. That's all I'm going to get.
I've been trying to get him to say that name right for at least a year.
I've been trying to say that name for a long time. But at any rate, Minnie, it's great to talk to you. I hope we get to talk to you more. Hope you'll show up more because you're an absolute delight. It's a delight to have you on here. So with that being said, though, I do have to let you go. Got a couple more callers.
Yeah, and I think like my stablemate is waiting for talk to you. So.
All right. Yep.
Good night.
Good night, Minnie.
I'm going to get rest for tomorrow. So let's kick
this
big ass.
Okay. That should be a fun match. The Francophone match between Minifee and Miss B. Thank you, Minnie. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you again soon. That was.
Bye. Lord,
Bye-bye. Sheesh. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen. After that, I don't.
On out there, if you guys don't start behaving.
Behave, everybody. Wait. No. or don't. I don't know. Anyways, let's bring on the reigning Platinum Dragon and multimedia champion, possibly the biggest night of his career tomorrow night at Immortal 13. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the Golden Dragon.
One time for the people in the rafters. One time for the ones that they laughed at. Yeah. Yeah. Walking down the ramp, gold scales on my back. Every step heavy like I'm dragging all the past. They said know your place. You a footnote kid, now the headlines. Flaming my fist, I took every cheap shot. Every boo, every loss. Turned a doubt to a crown. Made a throne from the cars. They built a glass ceiling, I turned it to sand. Now it's dust on my boots when I raise my hand. You feel that rumble? That's the tide getting loud. Every scar on my knuckles is a promise to the crowd. I'm the golden dragon, breaking every chain. From the nosebleeds down to the barricade, they chant my name. I hear golden dragon. I don't bow, I don't fall from the fire, from the struggle I was born sitting gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is Kenta. Good evening, Kenta.
So, you guys done giggling? Or should I come back
No.
later?
No,
Come on, just admit it. You saw it, you heard it.
I mean, yeah.
You were out there.
Yeah, I did.
You were out there enjoying it. You think about taking up French, so don't.
I mean, yeah, but I just wanna, step away for a bit so you guys can enjoy the moment.
We'll enjoy the moment on the replay. But at any rate,
All right, hello LA, hello Senior Vacants. How is everybody doing today?
well, we're doing fine. We're doing fine, Kenta. But you, tomorrow night, have two tremendous matches, two titles to defend, and two big-time opponents to defend them against. Let's start with the Multimedia Championship and Michael Brewer.
Okay, so Brewer and Brewer. He wants to cut off ties. He wants to cut off the past. He wants to become this colossal asshole he was once. The Brewer that I don't know. The Brewer that everybody knows in this unstoppable world, apparently. But the thing is, I don't care which version of Brewer I am going to face. I'm going to kick his ass one way or another. I'm not one to back down from a fight. You guys know that. Everybody knows that. And once you get in the ring with me, it's not gonna be an easy night for you. So bring on Colossal Asshole Michael Brewer. Bring on my big bro, my sworn big bro Michael Brewer. Bring on the problematic, ultra problematic bro. I don't care which version. I'm gonna kick your ass and try to defend my multimedia championship.
All right. Well, that is the big match with Brewer, but then you heard the words of the unsettled Chris Cage earlier in the program. He wants that Platinum Dragon Championship. It means a lot to him, and it's the one main title in RAWF he hasn't held. So, talk to me about defending against the unsettled Chris Cage.
Well, the Golden Dragon has a problem with what Chris Cage said. He said that I should shine it up for him and take off the nameplate because I won't need it. But here's the thing, Chris. The only way you're ever gonna take this title away from me is when I'm cold and dead. You'll have to kill me for this title. Jesus Christ, I've been trying to put up my name for a simple goddamn respect, and he talks like I'm an easy target. It feels like I'm the sole reaper of the top 25, but the fact of the matter is this: I'm not the same Kenta as I was 365 days ago when I returned. Or maybe I'm not even the same Kenta years ago. I'm a reborn Kenta. I'm the Golden Dragon. And the fact of the matter is, I don't take disrespect from anybody. You want this title? Beat it from me. Beat me for it. Don't make me do those shit like shine it up or take off my nameplates. Better yet, why don't you bend over and I'm gonna shine this up real nice and shove it up your ass. You fucking knife masturbating freak.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, I don't think he needs to do that. After all, you got Destroyer. But anyways,
Wow.
what?
You took it further, is all I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying the truth. But at any
I
rate,
didn't say it wasn't true. I just said you took it further.
Well, Kenta, that does.
Joke of
That
a
was a good
champion. What the
response.
fuck is a joke of a champion? I've defended this championship from a Hall of Famer to another Hall of Famer to another Hall of Famer and to you another Hall of Famer. Joke of a champion. Why haven't you had this title yet? When I was gone, huh? Joke of
he
a
was a little
champion,
bit
my
late.
ass.
All right. Let's just do this.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Kenta.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
You want some?
Yeah.
You wanna go?
Like, I can stick that title where? In my trophy case? Oh, I will. Don't worry.
I will shove it up your ass, you masturbating freak.
Hey, man, you got kinks. That's cool. I got skill, and I'm gonna prove that. I'm gonna beat you. And
You got skill, I got
the only
skill.
reason I have not held that belt, I've never had a shot at it. That's the only reason. First time I ever got
Skill
a shot at
issue to
national
me. That sounds
championship.
like a skill
won
issue
it.
to me.
First time I ever got a shot at
I've been
world
out of the
championship.
game
Won
for
it.
5
Second time,
years.
technically.
Man,
All right, hold on. One at a time, gentlemen. One at a time. Relax. Chris, what do you want to say?
I just find it amusing. Like the whole thing. He's childish antics. Childish antics is all he has now, because he's scared. Because he knows.
You're the one who fired the first shot. I'm just retaliating,
And I'll
my
fire
guy.
the last shot.
No, you won't. I will.
That's.
I mean, probably Destroyer will, just to be fair.
That's way wrong.
Yeah, I think Destroyer is the one with the gun. But at any rate, look, I can tell that this is highly contentious, and I look forward to the Platinum Dragon Championship match, especially after tonight, tomorrow at Immortal 13. Let's get you to calm down and out of here. Thank you both for showing up tonight. Should be a hell of a match.
Have a great night.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. All right, Kenta, easy now, easy.
Cool,
I get you're passionate.
Dragon's cool, man. I'm cool.
Yeah. Okay. That's
that didn't seem very cool. And you shouldn't be cool right now. You should be spicy. And you know why? Because we've got your new burrito in the truck starting tonight, and we've already got people trying it.
Oh, yes, the cheese of the dragon, I believe.
Yeah.
Queso del Dragón Dorado.
I'm going to buy 20 of those.
You don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Did no one inform you?
No.
When you have an item on the truck, you never have to pay for that item.
Oh, you're gonna go broke.
I got chalupas of greatness, and I haven't gone broke. I'm fine.
In your tacos? I eat them both.
Like I said, have you met Paragon? I've got chalupas of greatness, and I'm doing okay. Hobo has something on my truck, and I haven't gone broke. I'm okay. It's good. It's built into the system.
That sounds good for me.
All right. Well, in that case, Kenta, things got fired up tonight. You're fired up for tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you defend the multimedia against Brewer and the Platinum Dragon Championship against Chris Cage. Good luck to you, sir. Appreciate your time. And you get a good rest tonight, because tomorrow, one of the biggest nights of your career.
Before I leave, did you guys see the plushies I have for the Immortal?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to bring that up. Those are really cute. Those are real. I didn't know you were Talk to me about these plushies real quick.
Well, these plushies are from the Golden Dragon Creations. I'm just doing all title matches for Immortal right now. And Yeah, you can buy them at the RAWF stores. That is gonna be
You should
in the
link them in
stands
chat if you
in
like.
Immortal this weekend. And also, by the
Those are
way,
really cool.
I also will do After Hours Crew. You, Paragon of Greatness, Vacant, LA, and Mave. Is that right? Do I have those?
Yep. Wow, look at those. I didn't see that you'd added some. I'd only. Oh, wow. Those are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really
Post
cool.
a link.
Wow. Very nice.
All right.
Very nice.
Have a golden
So
day to you
yes.
guys.
Have a golden day. We will see you tomorrow. That should be. Will Immortal 13 be a golden day for the Golden Dragon? I'll vacant. We find out tomorrow. All right. I think we're going to call the night. We've gone over a half hour. We've been here quite a while.
Link to stuffies.
So just a reminder to everybody, Immortal 13 will go live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the RAWF Radio Network. We will have the start of the Xanther the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament as well as the announcements of who is going into the RAWF Hall of Fame. It's the biggest night of the year for RAWF, and we live right here in Los Angeles for the call at Immortal 13. El Vacant, any final thoughts?
Yes, link to stuffies.
And all right.
About them, send the link. Send the link. People want to see them.
Yes. See the link. Show the link, Kenta. And I just shared the link on the feed. So
we can look there then. Okay, that works.
Yeah, it's out there. All right. So for El Vacant, I am Lord Amadeus. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes to fruition. The biggest night in possibly RAWF history. It is RAWF Immortal 13. We will see you tomorrow night right here on the RAWF Radio Network. Good night, El Vacant. Get some sleep.
Hasta la bye-bye.